Hey guys, I'm João and today we are going to talk about the book Animal Revolution by George Orwell.
At first, we will talk a little about the historical context of the book. It was inspired by the Russian Revolution, which took place in 1197. The people were not satisfied with the Caesar's government because they were in a great situation of misery, thanks to great social inequality, had poor working conditions, and were locked down upon by the state.
With the population's dissatisfaction, the first demonstration against Caesar government took place, which became known Blood Sunday. It was a massacre of the Russian population after having held a march in St. Petersburg in January 1505. The demonstration was peaceful and asked improving the live workers and more. Political opponents for the country protests were matched with gunfire and rallies. This event further displaced the population, which interested the desire for the revolution.
So, in February 1917, the first revolution led by the Mensheviks took place. Recalling, the Mensheviks were a part of Russian workers who wanted a peaceful revolution and first to establish socialism and then to establish capitalism. Continuing, on they started the revolution, the Mensheviks invaded the Tsar Palace, took power and installed a provisional government. But that did not change the situation in Russia. It remained in World War I. The country continued in a state of misery. Socialism was not installed and the social inequality.
Not long after, in October 1917, there was another revolution to remove the provisional government and install socialism in Russia, once and for all, organized by Bolsheviks, who were another part of the Workers' Party, who wanted a revolution in a radical way and commanded by Vladimir Lenin, who aimed to make his mottos of peace, land and bread be installed in the country. Peace meant the exit of Russia from the First World War, land the need to carry out an agrarian reform, and bread the end of misery in Russia.
During Lenin's government, there was a civil war between the White Army and the Red Army. White Army was the population that was against the revolution and the Bolshevik government, and the Red Army was made up of the Bolsheviks that supported the revolution. The Red Army won.
Now, we will take about your opinion a little about the book, and the author George Orwell was left-wing socialist. The book was published in 1945, shortly after the period the author spent as a journalist in Spain, and what he saw left him very scared because Spain was in civil war, and the author saw that it was not that socialism endorsed by him. He was a novelist, political, and science journalist. A part that I liked and that is worth mentioning is that the farm animals came together to expel humans from the farm due to the fact that they worked much more than the humans and earned much less than it. Was incredible, seeing the courage and willpower of the animals fight for the right and showing that together we were stronger.
I agree with you, Pedro. And the part where the animals learned to read and write was fascinating. It showed that education is a powerful tool for change, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a form of resistance against oppression.
I found it even more interesting when pigs started behaving like humans and moving away from other animals. It showed how power can be dangerous and how ambition can lead to corruption and the abuse of power.
Yes, wrong, but the part where the pigs kill the animals that disagree with them was extremely heavy. It showed us how the evolution can go astray and how the abuse of power can lead to tyranny.
I was saddened by the death of a boxer, such a hard-working, dedicated character. It showed us the exploitation that of their workers and the lack of appreciation of her choose will work to riders.
But I thought it was amazing when the animals rebelled again against the pigs, fighting for their freedom. It taught us about resistance and hope, showing that we can always fight for our rights.
I agree with you, Baruch. Animal Revolution is a powerful message about the constant threat of manipulation and corruption to democracy and freedom. We must always be alert and fight for our freedom.
Now let's talk about a poem that is told by animals to encourage revolution.
Best from English and Ireland. From where? From where? From there, listen to Jover's news to come.
More today, more tomorrow. The tyrant comes to the ground, and the fields of England only the beast shall tread.
No more rings on their bellies, back free of harness, bridle and spur rushing and neighing in foreign corners.
Menstrual wealth, good land, plenty of grain, wealth, barley and oats, pasture, hay and beans.
England's beautiful fields, streams with pure water, light, birds flowering, freedom on high.
Let us fight for this day, even if it costs us our lives.
These cows and horses are united in their work.
Beasts from England and Ireland, from here, there, and everywhere, take this message of mine, and the future will smile.
Well, this was our work on the book Animal Farm. We hope you enjoyed. See you next time.